How did it go with the council earlier on the phone? Oh, don't worry. As long as you're sure you got a regular income, I can't do anything about it.
Well, you see, that's kind of the problem because I don't have a regular income.
So really, you got your job?
No. Something I've been meaning to tell you for a few weeks now is I don't have a job anymore.
What the hell do you mean? You don't have a bloody job?
Well, you see, I was made redundant at the library.
You were fired? How do you get fired from a library? Were you really on duty?
No, you see, there were cutbacks and, you know, they wanted to get rid of some people.
Some people? There's only 2 people working there, you and Judith.
Well, clearly Judith thought she could manage on her own. I don't know.
Crinkly old bitch.
So, but no, I'll go out and...
Hang on a minute. What have you been doing all this time? You've gone out every bloody day.
Well, you see, I didn't want to upset you, so I thought, you know...
What? Going to work and lying about it? Do you think that upset me? No. You're so fucking selfish, you know that.
Well, you've not exactly, you know, helped yourself, have you? You know, you've not got a job, you've not done anything. Anyway...
This is not about me at all. It's about you lying to me. I thought we were friends. I thought that meant something nowadays. Obviously not. So what have you been doing with your time? Huh?
Well...
Seeing women? Seeing Anne?
No. Anne doesn't know that I'm redundant either. She thinks I've still got a job. So.
Well, at least I'm not the only one not involved in the lie.
So, I've been around my mum's working on this, you see. It's a script.
How's that going to pay the rent? Huh?
Well, a couple of weeks ago there was an advertisement for a competition, you see, to make the best amateur film. So the prize money is £15,000.
Let's have another look at that.
So I thought, you know, we could maybe enter it, and if we win, that'll pay off all of our debts.
And I'd have £5 for a holiday. Let's do it! So I usually just tuck it underneath. No one can tell. Alright, John, thank you. Bye. Right. Well, I've got a cameraman. So we've got that already. Now, what we need is someone to finance us. Any ideas?
Well, I suppose we could approach local companies, couldn't we? And, you know,
Right.
sponsorship maybe.
Right, you could do that, yes.
Okay.
So put down, John will go off and find sponsorship. Costumes is something else you have to think about.
No. Well, the thing is, it's...
Makeup, I mean, I haven't had a chance to read this yet, but I imagine there's gore in it. A lot of gore? A lot of...
It's more suspense, you see, rather than gore.
A bit of gore. If I'm going to direct this, I want to feel, confident about.
But you're not going to change the script, why?
Well, I won't, not change it per se, but it'll be changed in such a way that you wouldn't.
No,
I don't want to change what you've written.
No, I've spent a long time on it.
Of course you have. I mean, you've spent all the time when you're supposed to be working on doing it. Yeah. Shut you up, didn't it? Well.
So
I won't change it too much, but I mean, there are certain things dramatically which would look better. I mean, have you thought of a name for this thing yet? Because at the moment it's just called The Unnameable. So.
Well, that was kind of its name, isn't it? The Unnameable.
Sorry?
The Unnameable is its name, isn't it? It's the name of the film.
But that's not grammatically correct. If you call something The Unnameable, you have therefore given it a name. So it is no longer The Unnameable, it is The Named. So think of something else.
You can't call it The Named, or can you? Because people like...
No, because that's ridiculous. So...
Well, it's about woods, I suppose, isn't it? So...
The Watcher in the Woods.
Sounds alright, I suppose. We'll go with... But you're changing it already, so you changed the title.
It's what's in the title?
Well, quite a lot's in the title.
A rose by any other name still has thorns.
But Jaws, for example, wouldn't have worked quite well if it was just called, Shark. So... I'm just saying.
Watch your words, put that down. Right, so sponsorship, costume, props, makeup. You've got to think of all of these things.
Right. I assume in this case that you're going to direct this then. Is that right? Are you going to be director?
Well, who else do you know who could direct this? I mean, you know, I studied, you know, direction.
No, you didn't. You studied media studies at school.
Well, I directed, so...
It's not quite the same. Is it?
Well, it is.
It's not.
Let's not argue over semantics, please. Right. So, we change some of this script. We get in some nice-looking ladies. I know a few. Maybe some of them will talk to me. And let's get the show on the road. Is there anything you want to add?
Well, we spoke of sort of sponsorship, didn't we?
Right.
What are financial means are we going to get?
Well, how much have you got left from in your bank? I mean, I'm skinned, obviously.
Well, clearly I owe, you know...
Yeah, you owe, but you must have some money in your bank. How have you been eating Wheatos for so long?
Not really. Not a lot. Couple of hundred maybe.
Couple of hundred, right. So we just spend that couple of hundred on making the film. You know, I don't really need to eat that much, and you know, you're quite a thin bastard, so it'll be fine. So if we get through that, we'll be fine.
What about your friend Tarquin? Doesn't he have a rich relative or something?
Celino. By George. You know, he might just go in for something like this. I'll call Tarquin and make an appointment.
Okay.